Chatty Bobby. Welcome to Wrasslin with Big E and the POT. Podcast tag champs of the whole world, slamming like a DDT. Got it like just like a figure four. Hulk Hogan, all they do is flex. Talking wrestling while they get the dough. Off the top like a superplex. Think they letting up? Hell no. Dusty Rose with the elbow. From the corner like a stinging splash straight to the face. I know you felt those. Hey, y'all crying out for help though. Rising up like the dead man. About to go upside your head like Stone Cold with the bedpan. Bottom line, if you want the facts, welcome to Wrestling's where you need to be. Chatty Bobby, this show improved like John Cena, you ain't seeing me. Bottom line, if you want the facts, welcome to Wrestling's where you need to be. Chatty Bobby, this show improved like John Cena, you ain't seeing me. Yeah.
Wrestling with them wrestling boys on the POT alongside my tag team partner Big E, and we're here to bring you another episode of premium wrestling content. What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro, we back.
We're back.
Forgot
We're back.
We've been trying to be back for the last 45 minutes. With a little couple of technical difficulties because the head engineer is a dumbass. But hey man, it's Welcome to Wrasslin, man. Episode 83. We back like Jordan with the 4-5, man. And I am
Moment of silence for the best looking man on the face of this earth.
Hey man, episode 83, man. Andre Reed.
That's a good one. Wes Welker.
Okay. What about Greg Jennings?
Hey, all right, got Gary Clark from the Three Amigos, Redskins.
Okay. Yeah, you went back on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's episode 83, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. We're going to talk a little bit of wrestling today, talk about some other things that happened during the week. And before we do anything, do not forget that we do have merch. Go to www.prowrestlingtees.com/welcome to wrestling. Buy your shirt. Support the boys.
Buy a shirt.
And check out our website, www.welcome2wrestling.com. Check it out. Check it out. Bro, what's going on, man? Let's talk a little bit of wrestling. Let's talk about what happened. We want to talk a little Conor McGregor. And what are you laughing at?
We got a lot to dive into, man.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk a little Saturday night's main event coming up. But first, I want to hear about your journey to the
little midget WrestleMania.
Whoa! I don't know if they like to be called that. We're gonna call
That's what it's called, though. That is what the promotion is called. Little midget WrestleMania. That's what it's called.
Well,
yeah.
Hey, man, I guess embrace it.
The little people, though. Hey, I'm just going off what they would, and then at the show, they were using that M word, midget, quite often. So hey, that's not us being. So for any little people out there, we're not being disrespectful. That's just what they called it. That's what they called it.
Right.
But the show, I'm gonna make a bold statement, E, and I didn't even tell you this. We've been to quite a few indie shows. We've been to WCW, WWE shows. But out of all the indie shows that I have been to, then to now, that was the funnest experience I ever had, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The crowd was just so into it, and it was crazy seeing the little people hitting suplexes and all the moves they was doing, man. But I think it was more of the crowd participation and the energy of the crowd. It was really amazing. I'm glad I went.
That's
The
cool. Yeah.
only issue I had was it was 1,000 degrees in that building. I don't know what the building owner or manager, whoever, I don't know if the AC broke or they didn't want to spend the money on it. I don't know what was up with that, but it was super hot in there. I mean, literally, folks was in there sweating. I seen folks walking around with their shirts off like they was about to have a match.
They gonna do a run in.
Like, hey, it was ridiculous. But the show itself, shout out to the little people. They put on a good show. I don't even remember the names. There's one that stood out in particular though. One of them they called him Chucky, and he came out there dressed like Chucky from Child's Play, and he was a super duper heel, and he was foul mouth. Foul
Wow.
mouth. The little guy said he been in Marietta for 3 hours, and the city sucks. And he said he ain't seen no damn chick that was decent looking. And I mean, he like tore into the crowd, and we was
Right.
with the shits though. Super duper heel, man, super duper
That's
heel. So I would go see. I would go if they come back around. I'm sure they will in the little tour. I would
yeah.
definitely love to go see them again.
Yeah, I definitely got to check that out. Um,
Yeah.
we'll be checking out an indie show in 2 weeks. Looking forward to that one. Get to see the boys, the Good Brothers.
Yes, sir.
To get to see
Um,
Avery Styles in action. AJ Styles' son. He's gonna be teaming with Doc Gallows' son, CJ Gallows. So it's gonna be a very interesting night, to say the least. So we're looking forward to that. That's in 2 weeks. Let's talk a
that's
little
awesome.
bit. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Raw last week. Um,
Hold
Go
on.
ahead. You love
Hold
pointing that
on. You remember
finger.
I want to shout
That
out
long ass,
somebody. I want to
that
shout.
long ass finger.
I don't know this. I don't know this gentleman's name, man. But I was standing in line,
Uh,
getting ready to go on this indie show, and I had on my Welcome to Wrestling. You know, I was representing, and dude was like, "Man, that's a cool podcast." So I thought he talked about the shirt because his shirt said "Welcome to Wrestling the podcast." So I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh, you like the shirt?" And he was like, "Yeah, I like the shirt." But he said, "But the podcast dope," and I was like, "Podcast dope." And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "You listen?" I said, "You a subscriber?" He was like, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "I ran across it a couple weeks ago, man." He said, "Yeah, I'm a subscriber, man. I be listening." You know what I mean? And he said, "Y'all got a dope podcast." You know, so he kind of like said, "Y'all keep doing what y'all doing." I felt like doing a cartwheel. You know what I mean? So shout out to my man. I don't know your name, brother, but I never seen this guy before in my life.
yeah.
And so that was some great encouragement, man.
Well, we
You know what I
made it.
mean?
We made it.
so so I wanted to shout that guy out, man. So I don't know your name. You never told me your name, man. But if you watching this episode, hey man, thanks for the input and everything, man. We
Yeah,
really both of us really appreciate that.
yeah. Hey, man, leave your name. Drop your name in the comments or something, man, so we can shout you out. And yeah, man. And or hit us up on an email or something at welcome the number 2 wrestling at gmail.com. But
Absolutely.
yeah, man, send us something, man. Let us know your name, man. We can shout you out, man. And yeah, man, get you one of them shirts too. Get
My
a
shirt.
shirt. Get a shirt, would you? But yeah, that's what's up, man. But let's talk about few things for Raw last week. I want to talk about.
Okay.
Got a few things to cover going into the week. But man, I got a pissed off moment from Raw. But we'll get to that. Got a pissed off moment. But Street Profits. Hold on, we gotta start with Sammy showing up in the convertible. You know, him and Cody supposed to do the damn thing. 9-day title reign on the line, and Gunther jumps Cody. Cody's bleeding from the head. You see, he kicked the door. Supposed to kick the door into him, You know, almost like a Barry Windham thing, except for instead of the hand, they did the head. You know,
Right. Right.
but yeah, man. So Cody's out. Cody, they make a big skeptical of it all, the whole episode, and they're in Chicago. Chicago was live too. Now they was there.
As always.
Yeah. So, but anyway, and that's where you're gonna get the. We'll talk about all that in a minute, but the Street Profits just win the titles. They go down to the Vision. Paul Heyman's giving the Vision some tough love, and telling them they need to do this and do that. Don't come back with if you don't come back with the titles, don't come back at all. Came back with the titles right after the match, and then jumped in the car and left. So what about your bags and everything that you brought into the arena? And your street clothes, and then you changed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did you call somebody? Hey, could you bring our stuff to the hotel? Because we left in our tights with no shirts on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just jumped in a rental car and got the hell on. Man, that's so stupid, man. It's so dumb.
I agree.
As good as wrestling is, sometimes they do the dumbest shit. And that's one of them. Because it's like the New Age Outlaws when they won the tag team titles. And the rental car is right there parked and it's running.
Right.
Because you can see this smoke coming from the exhaust.
Right.
And it's just ready for them. They don't get none of they badass Billy Gunn got them little bit ass shorts on, no shirt, no nothing. Road Dogg. Now his gear, he could probably go anywhere.
Yeah, he like somebody at Walmart or something.
Right, he go to they went to buy a couple of DVDs or something.
Right.
Be over there in the electronics aisle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go from the fishing thing to the electronics. Oh, you didn't know.
That's true though. That's true.
Yeah, but these mother didn't have Austin Theory. They didn't have nothing on but their gear, and they got the car ready. The driver's waiting. You know what I'm saying? So they hit the Uber. Okay, let's go. Let's go home because the Uber's outside.
Like you said, but where their bags and stuff at? Like with this,
oh girl, do you send her back to get the bags?
Who, Maxine Dupree?
Yeah, you send her back. Hey, go back to the and grab all our stuff, and then bring it back. Come on, dog. I hate that. I hate it.
That's I feel you on that.
But anyway, and then you had the Street Profits. They had the belts. What, 2 weeks? Or has it been longer than that? It ain't been longer than that.
I guess it was 2 weeks because they won it on wait a minute. When did they win on a Raw or was it at the no, they won it in Saudi, right?
Right. So it's
about 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, wait a minute. Yeah. So I wasn't as mad about that one as I was about the other one though. But
let's just go ahead and talk about the other one. So they say all night, Sammy, you're going to put the title on the line. You're going to defend it. Get ready. They're in Chicago. The match is coming up, and that big gate comes up, and there he is in all his glory, CM Punk, and good hell of a match. But once again, CM Punk, WWE champion, Sami Zayn 9-day title reign. And we knew it was going to be short, but I don't think anybody knew it was going to be that short.
Yeah, I thought it'd at least go to SummerSlam or it may even Saturday night's main event, which is not much longer, but I figured they'll like.
But they not putting world title matches on Saturday night's main event.
Well, we know that, but
Yeah, but
I mean,
yeah,
well, they do it on Raw. I mean, and it was even so bad. And I get that they was in Chicago, so obviously they gonna have Punk involved in
right,
Chicago. But I mean, it's really a SmackDown World Title, right?
right.
I mean, we knew it was because it was in Chicago why they did it then. But
Yeah,
man, like
I
I
think
don't
it
know.
sucks, man. I do. You're gonna get you're gonna get full Sami Zayn heel now.
Right.
I believe. He went off big promo. ML for this, ML for that, going off,
Right.
and yeah, I just think it sucks, man. I really do. I think I'll be honest with you, and I'm not going against the writers because that's what they do. I'm not going
Right.
against the book, and I'm not doing all that. I'm just saying I'm disappointed, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying
Yeah.
they should have did this, should have did that, but I'm disappointed for him, not for me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because what, bro? It's like getting the starting job when the quarterback goes down, and you go out there and ball out of control, and then they bring somebody off of IR to take your place. You know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
Right.
Right.
You sit there and won the game, played great, no mistakes, and then they just put you right back on the bench and bring somebody else in. So, um, does he stay in the title picture? Does he get another reign? Who knows? Who knows? And I know what everybody was thinking was what they want to see was Sammy and Kevin Owens going after the title. You know what I'm saying? Against each other. So, and I don't know when Kevin Owens is coming back, if he's coming back. Um, we'll have to see and wait for all that, or when it get cleared or whatever. So, but yeah, man, that was disappointing. So, the Street Profits and Sami Zayn both had 9-day title reigns. And of course, now they've been champs before,
Probably,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So, but it's a little different. But it just, get a title and take it right back off of them. We have come a long, long way from wrestling back when, and there were short title reigns, but it wasn't a lot of them. You got a wildfire Tommy Rich, who no matter how long the reign, you still go down the record books the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Right.
Flair first title reign was short. Dusty first title reign was short. All Dusty title reigns were short.
Yeah. Yes, they were.
But and Ronnie Garvin, they went like Hogan had it for what, 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And but WWF back
Mm,
then, they Bruno and even Pedro Morales had a long title reign.
right.
Superstar Billy Graham had Ivan Koloff didn't have a long title reign because he was the first one to beat Bruno. Of course, he was transition champion, what they called it. Almost like Iron Sheik didn't have a long title reign. They
Before he
didn't
lost.
want babyface versus babyface, so they had Iron Sheik beat Backlund and then Hogan beat Sheik. So that's how they did business back then, especially WWF.
Yeah.
But to your point though, champions had longer title reigns back in that day. Now,
Right.
the ruthless aggression era though, there was a lot of titles.
They was
Yeah,
switching.
that was hot potato.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's why you got an Edge and a Randy Orton that got all these title reigns.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or Triple H. And,
yeah. So, and then when you then Gunther holds the IC title for how many hundreds of days was it?
666.
Then you had Roman went crazy with the title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like 4 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, you do all that, and then you have stuff like this. It's just, and I get it, but I just hate it for him. Hate it for Sammy. Hope he gets it back. Hope he gets to hold it. Hope he gets a actual do it on a PLE and a big stage.
Right.
Defend it, not just winning it. So, but we'll see what
Absolutely.
happens.
We'll see.
Definitely see
We'll
what
see.
happens. Had a crazy Let's talk Kenny Omega though. Kenny Omega
Hey,
beat MJF for the AEW world title. And talk about
the
another.
cleaner.
Yeah, and that was a short title reign because he just won it not too long ago.
Yeah, we got it back from Darby Allin a few months
Right.
ago. Yeah, so
But it wasn't no 2-3 weeks. But yeah, man,
right.
Kenny Omega, that's just he's one of a kind. He's one of a kind. He's in the upper echelon, and I don't say one of a kind to say he's the greatest ever, not like that, but
Right.
just the move set and just he's so good, man. And they had a little Will Ospreay in there grabbing MJF when he was about to punch him with the ring, and of course they hit him with the Winged Angel. So yeah, man, shout out to Kenny Omega, man, new AEW champ. Had a return for on SmackDown. Your boy
Mm.
Baron Corbin is back. He's been on MLW and working the Indies. He was on MLW with the what were they called? The new skyscrapers or whatever is what he was a tag. I can't remember the guy he was tagging with, but hey man, we'll see what happens. He definitely made an impact returning with Trick Williams and what is that move? What is that called?
End of days.
End of days, yeah. So I'm just glad he shaved his head because he looked nasty with that. You remember
When he
that
had
movie?
that, yeah, yeah,
Remember the movie, the Last Action Hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
yeah. I know,
That
I know
one,
exactly what you're talking about. That
that
villain
one
that had
villain, the villain that had the cul-de-sac with the long hair. He looked like him.
had a few little strands going back in. Like, hold on, dog.
Right.
Let it go.
But you're gonna have to be like Cena to get that hair transplant. But
Right.
but yeah, man. Sheamus. Talk about Sheamus is gone from WWE.
Man, that Sheamus actually was one of my favorites, man. You got banger
Yeah.
after banger after banger. And yeah. I mean, he's been around for a while, and then he's been off of TV for a little while. But I was disappointed to hear that, of course, he was a casualty of the budget cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I understand where he's coming from. So
Right. And let's be clear, it's not that he got released, he just didn't want to take the pay cut. Which is understandable, especially I heard and read that he's taking real good care of his money, and loves being a professional wrestler, loves the crowd. So, you might see him at AEW or Impact or TNA or whatever it is now these days, or and see him somewhere where they'll use him a little bit before he calls it quits. Because, like I say, he's been around for a long time.
right.
I like this stuff when he was doing all the different workouts with all the different people and doing the same workouts that they do when he had the little show.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I
on
enjoyed
the YouTube or whatever. Yeah, when you're doing everybody workouts.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Hey, let's talk Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side of the Ring is back. They got the first 2 episodes were with Jeff Jarrett and talking about
TNA.
him coming up, and then of course with the WWE and TNA. Tell you something was there anything that you learned that kind of like blew your mind, or anything that was kind of, because with all this stuff that they talk about, it's kind of hard to, these guys with the Dark Side of the Ring really come up with stuff that you didn't know, and that's why I like it. You know what I mean? Because you get a different side, but the Karen Angle stuff was definitely interesting. Where
Yeah, and she spoke for the first time about that. Talked
Mhm.
about how the whole dynamic with her, Kurt, how basically it was kind of over before it was really over,
it was
and
almost like a work
and
bringing her in with him.
yeah, and and I mean, I guess stuff happens, man, but I mean, I know that was real touchy. I mean, well, even think about like Deborah McMichael and it just that
Yeah,
stuff's bound to happen, man. And
right.
so but there's a whole nother part to this 10, this to that episode that we
Mhm.
haven't seen yet.
Right.
So
Come on, this Tuesday.
right. So
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
yeah, but it's a lot of layers to Jeff Jarrett though. 'Cause he grew up in the business, dad,
Yeah,
Jerry
second
Jarrett
generation
and
wrestler, third generation promoter.
right,
You know,
right.
um, but
I will say this though, the whole Dixie Carter thing was very interesting though, because
yeah,
let them people say it. She was a piece of work,
right.
and she wanted to let everybody know that she was in charge. They usually one wrestler was saying how he was calling Double J boss. He was just calling boss, okay, boss, and she was like,
You don't call
"Who
him that.
that guy? Yeah, don't call him that no more." It's like
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, and they
So
said that she used that Karen Angle and Jeff Jarrett as a power play, to get him out of there.
right,
And then to call him back to go help her get Hogan and send him right back up out of there.
yeah,
That was
that's
crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to the next part of the episode. I'm looking forward to the whole season. I mean, I've seen every one of them. I know you have too, but they're just so interesting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Um, let's talk. This ain't wrestling, man. But before we talk Saturday night's main event, let's talk Conor McGregor. 5-year hiatus just to come back and blow your knee out in the first 19 seconds of the fight.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here like I don't feel bad for the guy because I do. Uh,
Mm,
I'm not gonna lie. Connor is box office. He kind of like Mayweather. How people pay to see him lose, right? Like
right.
he's the big personality. But one thing I can say that they've been saying about Connor is that he's a Christian, and he apparently turned his life around. You got to take him for his word, right? We don't know these people personally, but he said after the fight, he said he's still going to church tomorrow, and he was like, that God basically is God's plan, he said he's coming back, he's gonna come back from this. But the guy, 37 years old, had a 5-year hiatus,
Right.
one of the most anticipated fights in UFC history because it's Conor McGregor. And I just very unfortunate that happened that way. Like you said, 19 seconds into the fight. The thing, all the
Yeah.
people that paid money to watch this spectacle, and that happened. I feel bad for all parties involved. I feel bad for Conor because it happened to him. I feel
Right.
bad for UFC and all the people. I mean, not necessarily UFC in general. They made their money, but like
Yeah.
the fans. And also, I feel bad for the guy he was fighting because, yeah, he wanted to fight, but it was like he didn't
Yeah.
want to win that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But to get a win and not have a mark on you.
I mean that's true, but still though, like he lost to Conor
Yeah, true
before. You know what I
competitor.
mean?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
they wanted to get that fight going. So
yeah,
and he was able to land a couple of shots. And shout out to him because he knew he was hurt and he telling the ref, hey, he's hurt. He just couldn't keep
right,
beating his face in.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and you've seen that before. You've seen boxers get upset with referees for not stopping the fight or something in that nature.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you've seen it in wrestling with Chris Jericho and what was his name? Neville, Pac.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Going off
yeah.
on Lil Nate. He's freaking hurt.
Right. Right.
You know? So, bro, you're not gonna believe this. I didn't turn the TV off. And I mean, it's the Road Warriors and the Briscoes going at it.
Ooh, what they fight in Omni in
it
1984 or something?
it's 83 in the
Yep.
Omni. Yeah.
Yep.
And they look nasty too. Hawk got the one black mohawk and the one blonde one. They ain't got,
Damn, you know that way back in the day.
they ain't got creative with the face paint yet.
Yeah.
You know, like they look like the Master Blasters right now. they,
Trial and error.
and the Briscoes look nasty, but that
Mr. Mike, man.
worth the drive, baby. Come on down to Tampa, the Briscoes body shop. It's worth the drive, baby. That's Oklahoma's finest right there.
Hey, talk about it.
Okay, let's get back focused. Hey, but yeah, I do want to say, man, that he tried to say it wasn't nothing wrong with his knee till he got in there. I don't think that's true. When he first got there with the flag, when they started greasing him up,
Yeah.
and he took that pressure off of the other leg and had all the pressure on one, it about buckled in. And he winced, and then when he was on both feet, he was fine. When he was on that one, it was over. So I don't know if it happened. And let's be honest, the older you get, you can step wrong getting out of bed and be fucked up for the next couple of days.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean that's true, and I know that's speculation, but
right.
The type of, but watching how it happened though,
Yeah.
If my knee was already hurt, I don't think I would have attempted a move like that though.
Yeah, and was it just because I don't know? I don't know if he was trying to. It's his first time back, trying to show out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever it was, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
And that's what we didn't get a fight, and the match was over in 30-something seconds. So, but yeah, man, shout out to both of them, man. Hopefully they can do something. But if it's ACL, he's out for a year anyway.
Right, and he's 30. I mean, I think he's done, but he claimed he's gonna, but I mean, I know he's gonna say that it just happened, but like you said, he's 37. I mean,
right, and I don't know when his birthday is, but
yeah,
it could be 39 before he start training again.
Exactly.
Possibility, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and the recovery is not gonna be the same.
Oh no, it never is. The more you got to do it, the older you get, the harder it is.
Yeah, you're already 5 years out of the ring.
Right. Octagon.
The octagon, that is.
Yeah.
So.
I got me one. Yeah, I had to correct you. You're over here making mistakes on my show. Hey man, let's talk Saturday night's main event before we get up out of here. You got Danhausen and JD McDonough. I'm sure that's gonna be a beat the shit out of Danhausen match, and then he do something funny and crazy.
Yeah.
And come up with the win. But I think JD McDonough punishes him pretty much the whole match.
Well, they had the guard too, so we might see Jalen Brunson or somebody come out there.
Yeah, they already said that him and Roman are gonna do some kind of thing together. As far as like a some kind of segment.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but and Jalen's a wrestling fan. He's probably watching now. You know, so shouts out to you. But then you got Bailey, Lyra Valkyrie, and if you want to go with the track record, Lyra goes over. You know what
You
I'm saying?
know, I want to touch on that real quick. Not the match itself, but they talk. We talk about how they'll start a program and then they don't finish it.
Yeah,
And they've been teasing this for a long time. But you remember when they were teasing like Bailey had these split personalities and stuff, and then they kind of like went away from that.
right.
Because when they were doing that, it made it seem like Bailey was going to be the one that's going to turn heel. And of
Uh-huh.
course, they went away from that for whatever reason. I don't know if it may be because it's dealing with mental illness and maybe as a sensitive subject. Maybe they decided to pull back on that. Who knows? But it was kind of weird that they went completely away from that, and then they waited a long time, and then of course Lyra the one that ended up turning heel. So that should be very interesting. But like you said though, yeah, Lyra probably going over that. Like you said, track record. That's what's been happening to Bailey lately.
Yeah.
So she like to put people over.
And then you got Brie Bella and Paige, the tag champs, and they'll either go against what is it, Fatal Influence,
Fatal
or
influence.
yeah, or the Layla Reed and Hannah, or whatever that her name is. Them newbies coming around. It's gonna take a minute to remember their names all the time. And but to the meat of it, let's get to and Gunther and Sammy versus Cody and CM Punk. That's gonna be an interesting tag match right there.
Yeah, yes it will. Yes it will. Especially just hearing you call that out, just brainstorming. I think
Mm-hmm.
something's gonna happen between Cody and Punk. I think that's gonna start
Start there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something's gonna happen between them two. And I'm not saying it's gonna be a full-fledged heel turn or anything, but maybe it's gonna be some type of friction between them in the tag match that may lead to them at each other's throats. Because they gotta make it make sense for SummerSlam, right? Yeah, okay. We know they both faces. They have respect for each other. They're gonna have this match, but they teaming together. They doing this for a reason. I don't see them just having them team together and nothing pop off. You know how
Right.
WWE does. So
Yeah.
something. I just feel like something's gonna happen between Cody and Punk, where there's gonna be some type of friction.
You gotta set the
I
stage. Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah. You gotta set the stage. They and quick spoiler, they did set the stage for they did announce a match tonight for SummerSlam, because we did get your boy was a little under the weather, so we're recording late. But we're gonna have LA Knight, Solo, and Royce
Royce
Hobbs.
Key.
Royce Keys against Jay, Jimmy, and Jacob. So, little spoiler alert for y'all out there. But y'all, well, hell yeah, if y'all listen to this, I know you watch Raw most days, so you'll know
Right.
about it. Yeah, but spoiler alert for us. Yeah, but yeah, man, we got SummerSlam coming up. We're gonna be having Youngblood back on with story time with Mike Youngblood. He got a couple of things he want to address. We'll be having him on again. Yeah, man, SummerSlam, end of summer. Next thing you know, it'll be Royal Rumble before you know it.
Right.
So time is moving right along, man, right along. Episode 84 will be next week. We'll be back. Anything you want to say? Anything you got to want to cover before we get up out of here?
No, just please like, comment, subscribe, people. Really appreciate it. Appreciate y'all watching. Our followers. Hey, if you one of the people that watching still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Really helps out the channel. But we appreciate y'all. But like, comment, subscribe, please.
Share the channel. Share it with all your friends and tell them to share with their friends.
Absolutely.
And we can all be friends. Here, welcome to Wrasslin, the podcast. And don't forget, Go buy the shirt. WWE www.prowrestlingtees.com/welcome to wrestling, man. Go buy a shirt. Don't hesitate. Do it now. Do it right now. Go on and say it one more time.
Buy a shirt.
Hey, man, it's been Welcome to Wrestling, man. Love y'all, man. See y'all next week. We out of here.
Welcome to Wrestling.
Yeah, Welcome to Wrestling.
Welcome to Wrasslin, Chetty Bobby. Welcome to Wrasslin with Big E and the POT. Podcast tag champs of the whole world, slamming like a DDT. Got it like just like a figure four. Hulk Hogan, all they do is flex. Talking wrestling while they get the dough. Off the top like a superplex. Think they letting up? Hell no. Dusty Rose with the elbow. From the corner like a stinging splash straight to the face. I know you felt those. Hey, y'all crying out for help though. Rising up like the dead man. About to go upside your head like Stone Cold with the bedpan. Bottom line, if you want the facts, welcome to wrestling's where you need to be. Chetty Bobby, this show improved like John Cena, you ain't seeing me. Bottom line, if you want the facts, welcome to wrestling's where you need to be. Chetty Bobby, this show improved like John Cena, you ain't seeing me. Yeah.